Okay, so on your back, getting comfy, taking a few of those deep, full breaths. And allowing yourself to just relax, to open up. Arms and legs, wherever's most comfortable for you. And begin to still your body, still your mind, slow your breath. And notice where you feel the breath. Noticing your inhale, notice the exhale. And pay attention to that quality of inhale and expand. Exhale and relax. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. And then start to slow your breath down even more. And notice as you slow down your breath, how does your body respond? What do you feel? What are you aware of? And then ever so gently allowing those arms to float. On the next inhale, float the arms off the ground just a little bit, just so they're unweighted. As you exhale, float those arms back down. Inhale, feel the expand, arms unweight. Exhale, back down. One more like that. So keeping it nice and small. And then with the next inhale, the arms go floating toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, they slowly float back down to the ground. Again, think about that quality of effortlessness. Inhale, they float up. Notice how the breath helps facilitate that. And then exhale down. Pause, check in. And then bring both feet flat on the ground, arms to your sides. Slow the breath down again. And then going into alternating arms on the next inhale, you're slowly lifting the hips just a little bit up into bridge. Again, I want you to feel that quality of expansion, but keep that low back long. Arm goes overhead, and as you exhale, head rolls to the side as the arm and the hips come down. As you inhale, left arm goes up and the head goes center. Hips are lifting to bridge. Again, just a gentle bridge here. Exhale, rolling the head to the right as you come down. So 2 more sets just like this. Get a little bit more of the whole body involved. And again, thinking about what you're feeling. Trying to time the arm and the body to the movement. The head, when it's coming back to center, will finish the movement earlier, so you're not putting pressure on that upper back while the neck is rotated. The last one there, and then back to center. Okay, that was 3 sets. And then go ahead and bring both knees into your chest. Rock around that low back, and then hands go behind your knees. So think about the shoulder blades for a moment, and just feel the weight of the gravity pulling those shoulder blades down. So I want you to keep the collarbones this open and this relaxed. Now with the next inhale, you're slowly going to press that right heel to the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly release it down. Inhale, left heel to the ceiling. And then slowly press it, bring it back down. Both legs this time. And then slowly down. So how did the collarbone do? Did it stay relaxed? And again, the hand is behind the knee, just kind of, right leg again, sorry. Just kind of give you that guidance on how far out your leg needs to go. Left leg. And then once again, both legs. And then back to center. Arms go up to the ceiling, sink the shoulder blades into the ground again. And again, take a few breaths. Notice as you inhale, shoulder blades slide apart just a little bit on their own. Exhale, they sink down. So as we're breathing, we're expanding the rib cage, but it also impacts the rest of the body. So you really don't have to do a lot here to really get the effect. All right, so keeping the shoulder blades down. On the next exhale, gently rock your legs just a little bit, an inch or two to the left. That right hip comes up. Inhale, center. Exhale, rock your legs just a little bit to the left. Oh, sorry, to the right. The left hip comes up. So just a very small twist, just kind of getting used to how is this feeling today. Keeping that upper body relaxed and open. One more set. And then back to center, feet on the ground, arms to your sides. Check in for a moment, see how you feel. And then please come around to all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, long spine. If that bothers your wrists at all, feel free to put something underneath your wrist. I don't know why that's happening today. Oh, there we go. All right, Pilates toning balls, that's what we're using for class. All right, so core engages, inhale, push the breastbone forward, keep the low back long, keep the pelvis still. Exhale, release just to where you started. Now I want you to think about turning those elbows so they point to the wall behind you. Inhale, keep those elbows pointing back, push the breastbone forward. So what that does is it creates more stability. Having those elbows back, stability in the shoulder blades. 2 more. And again, notice that low back is long. All right, chocolate pecan asana. So as you exhale, begin to pull the tailbone toward the wall behind you. Go down as far as you're comfortable, and then the elbows go down, forehead down, hips down. Inhale, slowly extend the spine. Lift yourself back up to all fours. Breastbone pushing forward. Exhale, flattening the spine, pulling the tailbone, rounding, and the whole spine gets rounded. Elbows, forehead, and hips go down. Inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest all the way back up. So keep those elbows pointed back. We got one more and stay back in child's pose after this last one. And check in, see how you feel. Gently rock your hips side to side. Notice as you gently go right to left, slowly go right to left. What's your range of motion on each side? Where do you have limits? And then with your next inhale, slowly bring yourself up to kneeling. You need to pad your knees, you're welcome to. So again, we're going to work with hips. So we're just going to do a check in here to see how those hips are feeling. So nice tall spine. Think about zip engage, lengthen the ribs away from the hips. And then please step that right foot forward. So foot is well out beyond the knee. So hands on the thighs to start. As you inhale, slowly drop the hips forward and down. What's comfortable here? As you exhale, press yourself back. Go out about 45 degrees. Same movement. Exhale, slowly drop in. And again, just noticing what you feel. How is this different from the other one? And then come out to the side as far as you're comfortable. Take an inhale as you exhale. Oops, as you inhale, drop in. And then exhale, pull up. Bring both knees back side by side. And then we'll do the same check-in with the other leg. So the left foot comes forward, foot is well out beyond the knee, hands support. As you're ready, inhale, slowly drop the hips forward and down, long through the low back. Exhale, and bring yourself back up. Walking out to about 45 degrees. Same thing. Inhale, drop in, long spine. Exhale, bring yourself back. And then out as far as you're comfortable to the side, keeping those hips forward. Same thing. Inhale and exhale. So let's do a little review. How did the sides differ? So if we're on this side, straight out to the side is the most challenging. On this side, it was the 45 degree. The others felt fairly comfortable. Again, that's what we're looking for. So hopefully we improve that as we go. All right, come all the way up to standing, please. Check in, see how you feel. Notice where the weight is on your feet. Take a nice deep full inhale and let it go. Let your feet anchor into the ground. Inhale, slowly reach the crown of the head upward. Exhale, relax down. One more. And then with your next inhale, slowly lift the heels, lift the arms just halfway. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull the arms back in line, lower the heels down a little bit. Inhale, slowly reach your arms all the way back up. And then as you exhale, slowly release everything down. Again, time it so heels and arms finish at the same time. Take a free breath. And then again, inhale, lifting the arms, lifting the heels. They finish at the same time. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower the heels a little bit. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. All right, let's do it again. This time the arms go all the way up on that first inhale. So when you're ready, inhale, sweeping the arms, lifting those heels. Keep the big toe weighted. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull the arms back behind. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, and release everything down. One more. Inhale, sweep. So the arms are going to move a little faster than with the half range. Exhale, bend, open up. Inhale, grow taller. And then exhale and release all the way.
Again, check in. How do you feel? And then please turn sideways. Left foot forward, right leg back. So both hands started low across the abs. You've done warrior one before. Actually, I'm going to face you. So I'm going to be opposite you, so I can stay on the leg I just cued. All right, so just changing those arms out to match what we were doing with the heels toward the ceiling. So as you inhale, your left arm goes out, right. As you exhale, press back. Other arm, inhale. Push the breastbone forward. Feel that shoulder blade squeeze in. And then both arms. So just going out somewhere around that parallel to the ground position. And then we're going to do that same set, but the arms go up higher this time. So inhale up. Think about pushing the breastbone forward, dropping those hips forward and down. Opposite arm. I should say other arm. And then both arms. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale and press down. Okay? Check in. Keep this stance. Keep that back heel pressing into the ground. When you're ready, inhale, both arms sweep forward and up. Front knee bends slightly. Exhale, slowly release all the way down. Really anchor that back heel into your mat. Reach through that heel. As you inhale, right arm reaches forward and up halfway. Exhale, slowly release yourself down. Think about lengthening the ribs away from the hips. Inhale, left arm reaches forward. So same pattern with the arms. Exhale, this time both arms are going to reach forward. And then all the way down. Pause and check in. Ride the breath here, 3 breaths total. And then on inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest, reach the arms, come all the way up. And then step both feet together, arms to your sides. Check in, see how you feel. What's going on? What's changed? And then please step that right leg back. Sorry, right leg forward, left leg back. You guys know what I mean. Hands go low across the abs. So again, we're going single, single, double with the arms. So when you're ready, the left arm first. So inhale, push the breastbone forward. Drop the hips forward now. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze. Exhale, press out. Other arm. Both arms. And then set the arms going higher. So inhale, the arm goes up. Exhale down, the right arm goes up. Again, this works on different fascial lines to do different arms, and then both arms. Take a free breath. Front knee can stay slightly bent. Really think about anchoring that back heel into the ground. On inhale, both arms go up to the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly reach forward and down, lengthening out as you go. Fingertips down. All right, so as you inhale, the left arm goes first, reach it forward, come up halfway, get that spine straight, back of the neck long. And then your right arm goes, left arm can go wherever you want. And then both arms. Stay down for 3 breaths. Hello, Gypsy. And then inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest all the way back up. Step both feet together. Check in. What's changed? Okay, going into warrior 3. So we're going to start with the hands behind the back. We're going to do the single, single, double arms again. So go ahead and put all the weight on your left foot and toe in with your right. So So think about that arch being lifted, big toe goes down, actively engaging that foot, kneecap pulls up, core and glutes are firing, and then using exhale, lift that back toe off the ground. All right, so take an inhale. I want you to feel length through the spine. You're pushing forward with the breastbone, but you're in that arc. So the front of the body is longer than the back of the body. All right, so from here, as you exhale forward, tip forward, and take the left arm out to your side. Try to keep those hips square. Inhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Exhale, right arm out to the side. Watch the neck. Inhale, slowly back up. Both arms go out. Woo. And then slowly back. And which one was most challenging for you? Which arm, which situation? And then exhale, go in and stay for 3 breaths. Woo. So take your time here. Feel the breath. You can try to tip forward a little bit more as long as you keep the front of the body longer than the back of the body. And then when you're 3, you're done, back to where you started. Check in. See how you feel. And then all the weight goes on your right foot. Step the toe back. On the left, hands in the small back. Again, get your setup. Get that foot lifting the arch, pulling the kneecap up, core sits in changes. And then when you're ready, exhale. Use the core to lift up. Again, you're trying to stay square and centered. So when you're ready, on exhale, you're slowly extending that right arm out as you tip forward. Inhale and slowly bring yourself back. So asymmetry here. Exhale, left arm. Inhale, bring yourself back. And then exhale, both arms. And again, on this side, what one is more challenging? So I want you to pick that one and go in and stay for 3 breaths. And then when your 3 breaths are done, release. Check in, see how you're doing. Excuse me. And then hands sliding down your legs. Go ahead and bring yourself down into forward fold. Let yourself hang, let gravity do its job. On inhale, bend the knees a little bit, straighten the spine a little bit. As you exhale, you go a little bit deeper. Inhale, bend. Exhale, go a little deeper. And then slowly inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, arms are a little bit off the ground. Stay there. Then think about pulling those shoulder blades back. Inhale, lift up to parallel. Exhale, stay. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, arms down by your side. Check in. See how you feel. And then please take your feet out, straddle position. Okay. From here, go ahead and turn those toes that way. And again, make sure those hips are square to the front. So adjust the foot angle if you need to. Spine stays upright, and hands are going to stay on the hips for the first 3. Just kind of feel where the hips are. So as you exhale, slowly bending into that lead leg. Inhale and bring yourself back up. So think about what do you need to do with this hip to get the knee and toe going most in the same direction. Okay, so a lot of times it's pulling that hip and rotating that femur around. I actually find I have to go the opposite way. so that my knee doesn't go clunk clunk. All right, this time going in, staying. You know how I love me a good lateral. As you exhale, slowly go into the lateral, look down. Inhale, float yourself back up, go the other direction. Exhale. Inhale, back up, slowly exhale, go into your lateral. Head can go whichever direction works for you today. Inhale, back up, exhale. Got one more set. So again, listen to your body. What's working here? And then inhale up, center, check in. Now I want you to keep your foot out there, but I want you to turn the toes forward and then arms go out. So we're still working with this as our lead leg. So as you exhale, I want you to sit your hips back and down. So it's kind of like you're doing a lunge or a squat. Side lunge. Inhale, back up. So again, exhale. You're sitting your hips back and down. So it gets into the legs differently than what we just did. One more time. Exhale. Hands can support you however you need. This leg is staying straight. Inhale, back up. Now we're going to add rotation. So as you exhale, going into the twist, look over that outside shoulder. Inhale, bring it back up. So if you want more stretch through the neck, the head can stay forward. We got one more. And then all the way back up. Go ahead and step both feet together. Check in, see how you feel. Should be a little bit different, right to left. Use both hips completely differently with both foot positions. Okay. When you're ready, come back out to that straddle stance. You're going to turn those toes that way. Okay. Again, making sure those hips stay square. The first three are all about the legs. So keep the torso still, keep the pelvis level. When you're ready, you're exhaling, dropping in. Inhale, burn yourself up, back up. So again, think about what do you need to do at this leg, at this hip, to keep the knees and toes going out, same direction, whatever angle that happens to be for you. This time dropping in, and then inhale those arms up and going into my favorite laterals. As you exhale, slowly go into that lateral, reach overhead. Inhale, float back up. Exhale, continue that journey into the other lateral. Inhale, back up. So you're into the muscles that attach on the top of the pelvis. Getting that low back to open up. Again, head can go whatever position is most comfortable for you. Last set here. And then inhale back to center, come up, and now you're going to take that lead toe and just turn it forward. So still working with this leg. Again, the first three, it's all about figuring out what you're doing. So exhale, sit the hips back and down, torso's coming forward, starting to rotate a little bit on its own. So the hips are skewing here, okay? That's just part of what it is. You're not trying to skew, they just do it naturally because of the motion that we're in. We got one more here. Exhale down. And then we're going into the twist. So as you exhale, opposite hand goes on, you're turning into that outside hand. Again, you can choose. You want your head forward. That'll open up your neck a little bit more. You can get more rotation if you look behind. Last one, what do you want to do? And then inhale, step both feet together. Check in, see what's happening. Maybe even check in, how do your feet feel? Okay, there's a different angle going in, so I'm noticing my feet right now, okay? And then coming down into that forward fold again. So the knees slightly bent, exhale, slide the hands down, all the way, take your time. Gently ride the breath.
And then inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, lift up halfway. Bend the knees. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, arms come down by your sides. Check in, see how you feel. All right, from here, inhale, exhale, forward fold down again. This time your hands are gonna go on the ground. The knees can bend as much as you need to. Go ahead and step yourself back into down dog. Just take a quick press right here, bend those knees, reach the tailbone. And then inhale, down to all fours. Exhale, back to child's pose. Take a few breaths. See what's happening. Notice what's changed. Go ahead and do your rock side to side. My knee aside, I didn't want to be back in child's pose, so you can do the rocking side to side from child's pose. What's changed? How do you feel? Okay, then inhale up to all fours. So from here, you're going to bring your left leg forward, and then you're going to drop those hips forward and down. So again, if you pad the knee, you're welcome to. Hands come up to your thigh. And I want you to think again, long through the low back. So take an inhale. As you exhale, drop your hips in. Inhale, exhale, drop those hips in. You can even think about engaging that glute on the right to get you, a little bit deeper. And then both hands come down to the right of that left leg. You can walk that left foot out a little bit. And from here, I want you to rock your hips again, side to side. Again, just opening up the hips in a different fashion. All right, so the left hand goes on the thigh, the right hand goes down. Take an inhale, exhale, gently begin to twist your rib cage toward that left leg. Inhale, you go back off. Exhale, twist. So you can use this left hand for stability, or if you want to, you can put it into the back and get a little more opening through the chest and shoulder. So you're pushing outward with a little bit with that right hand as well. So you're getting the upper back involved. Let's do two more like this. Think about dropping those hips down. And then hands on either side of that knee. Go ahead and shift yourself back. Get into that hamstring stretch. So if all the foot comes up, that heel is down. Again, inhale, bend the knee, gentle ride of the breath. Exhale, go ahead and lowering yourself back. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Got one more. And then square out those hands, bring your leg back, check in. How are right and left feeling? Notice your differences. All right, and we're going to bring this right leg forward, check in. See how you feel. And then you're bringing your hands to your thigh. And again, 3 breaths. Inhale, you're lifting up a little bit. Exhale, see if you can drop those hips in a little bit more. One more. And then both hands come inside that right foot. So you can walk the foot out a little bit more if you'd like. And from here, side to side rock. You're getting both fingers to turn just a little differently. And then right hand goes on that right thigh, left hand or knuckle on the ground. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're slowly rotating the rib cage to the right. And again, this hand can be on the thigh, giving you some assist,
or it can go on the small of the back and you're pulling that shoulder blade back. Remember, pushing out with your left hand as well. Think about what's happening at this hip. Drop it down. We got 3 more. And then slowly release down. And sit back into the hamstring opener. So sitting back. Inhale, come forward a little bit. Exhale, sit back into it. Hi there, Gypsy. And think about, again, press through on your heel. Hi. As you sit back. One more. And then bring yourself back to all fours. Check in. And then back to child's pose. Hi. What's going on? What's going on? So from here, walk those arms forward. You get a little bit more into the shoulders relationship to the hips. Keep walking those hands forward. You're going to come up just a little bit, and then think about letting those hips drop back a little bit. So I want you to reach forward. You can walk those hands a little bit more. The hips will come up some until you find that spot where you're like, oh yeah, that's where I need to be. And it may be up more when the hips are over the knees. That was the cat knocking the microphone over. So head can be on the ground, head can be up. But is there a spot in there where you're like, that gets into that stretch? So mine's right there. I feel it from my shoulders all the way down to my sacrum. And then start to walk your hands a little bit to the left. So at what point do you feel the increased opening on the right side? But that's as far as you need to go. Stay for a few more breaths. And then other direction. And again, exhale, sit back. At what point do you feel it on the left side now? It may be different, probably is from the other side. And then slowly release. Up to all fours. Check in. Notice how you're feeling. Okay, we're going to do the step back pigeon. So adjust your position wherever you are on your mat in your room. And then we're going to take that right leg and tuck the toe under as you reach it back. Then pressing through on the heel. As you exhale, cross that right leg over the left, and you're slowly sitting back. Inhale, come up partway. Exhale, sit back again. See if you get a little bit farther. Let's do that one more time. And then inhale up, exhale, this time going back and staying for those 6 breaths this time. So take your time as you're here. Let that hip sink. The hip may be on the ground, it may be up. And again, where do you need it to go? Sometimes just dropping down, you lose that emphasis that you need. So where do you need to go to get what you need from this pigeon? And when you're done with your 6th, go ahead and bring yourself back up. Check in. Notice. And then left leg goes back. Again, tuck toe under, press through. Move myself just a little bit more. And then when you're ready, exhale, slowly sitting back, crossing over. Notice how this side does. Inhale, up about partway. Exhale, see if you can get a little bit farther down. Inhale, up partway. So you're using that foot to get you down. And this time go down and stay for those 6 breaths. And again, right and left are different. So notice that, honor that. And where do you need that hip? Is it hanging out in space? Is it dropping down? What gets you what you need? 6 breaths. It's already a couple breaths in. And then when your 6 are done, slowly bring yourself all the way back up. All 4s, check in as Allister comes to join us. Hello, Allister. Hello, hello. And then chocolate pecan asana. So as you exhale, slowly push the hands forward, pull the hips back, rounding your spine, rubbing the Allister belly, sitting back into child's pose. Inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest, come back up. Still coating the Allister's belly. We got 6 total. This is number 4, for me at least. And then pause at the end of that 6th one, stay in child's pose while I see if I can get Allister what he needs in 5 seconds. And then coming off those knees, we'll come back into our check here in a minute. Go ahead and come all the way down on your abs. Notice how you feel. All right, arms get to come down by your sides. And we're going to go back to our pattern of right arm, left arm, both arms. So check in, see how you feel. And then I'm going to lift to hover, so your nose is centered. Forehead can go down if you need to. Otherwise, it stays up. Shoulder blades are pulled back. Allister's not going to like me here. All right, so as you inhale, slowly sweep forward. That right arm goes forward and up. As you exhale, it slowly comes back down. Drop the torso. Inhale. That right arm comes up. And down. And now both arms are going to sweep up, if the cats will let me. And then again, inhale, right arm sweeps. I'm just going to stay down, let Allister love on me. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, other arm sweeps. And then inhale, both arms sweep. Check in, see how you feel. Notice how those hips are doing. And then go ahead and take your feet mat width apart. Bend your knees to 90. And let your heels come together. So hands underneath the forehead. Core is engaged. As you exhale, press the pubic bone down, lift the knees up. Inhale, slow, slow, slow on that release. Exhale, core engages. Press the heels together. Use the glutes to lift the knees. One more time. This time up and stay for 3 breaths, minding your low back. When you're ready, up and stay. And discomfort in the low back, you can lower down. You can do a little ride of the breath here if you need. Again, what works for you. And then when you're done with your 3, go ahead and release. Come around onto your back. Let's see what Allister's going to do to me now. You're just a pencil. How can I say no? I mean, geez, Louise. All right. And then let's go into happy baby. There's still a lot of extension work. Hopefully your back's okay. So we'll do something a little bit deeper here.
So you can even walk the baby a little bit. So one heel goes up, the other one goes down. It gives you a little rock side to side. You can inhale, press the heels, exhale, pull the knees, which is kind of what you're doing when you're doing the walk, but you're just doing one side at a time. Fine. What's up, Allister? And just like that, he's done. All right, slowly bring those knees down, arms out to T, coming into twist. So think about shoulder blades are down and in. Gently engage the arms into the mat, into the ground. And then when you're ready, exhale, slowly let your legs fall to the right. As far as you're comfortable for today. And then inhale, float yourself back up to center. Exhale, legs go to the left. Again, what works for you today? Inhale, pull back up. We got two more sets. And then back up to center. And feet go on the ground. Check in. How does everything feel? Please bring yourself up to sitting. And then we're going to come back to kneeling and do our check-in. So bring yourself back around and notice. First off, just kneeling here. Notice how everything feels. Through the hips, the front, sides, the back, maybe even your low back. Hopefully it feels a little different. And set the microphone up. All right, then you're taking your right foot forward. Hands on the knees wherever you need for balance. And again, these are just check-ins, so nice and gentle. Inhale, slowly drop forward in. Exhale, press back. How does that feel different? Do you remember? 45-degree angle, same thing. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back. Going out as far as you're comfortable, which may have changed, and then dropping in. This was my challenge one on this side. It's better, but I still feel it. And then knees together. Check in. Left leg comes forward. When you're ready, slowly drop in. Just a regular forward kneeling lunge. Bring yourself up, out to the side, 45 degrees. Out to the side. Now that's my tight one. And back. Check in. Again, how does everything feel after we just did that? All right, coming to sitting. I'm going to go Dandasana, so legs are out in front of you. Tall spine, bend the knees as much as you need to. As always, feel free to sit on something. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. I want you to open up the collarbones. Think about the breath that we started with. And then keeping that collarbone breath as you exhale, begin to reach the crown of the head forward and then gently down. Inhale, pause, exhale, see if you can go a little bit farther. And again, this is equal curve in the whole spine is what we're really going for. So think about what you feel through the back, through the upper back, mid back, low back, sacrum area. What about your neck? What do you notice if the legs, knees and toes should be toward the ceiling? Deep full breaths in and out. And then with your next inhale, slowly reach the right arm forward and up to the ear. As you exhale, bring it back down. Left arm, inhale, forward and up.
Exhale back down, both arms. This time, inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, stay. See if you can reach a little bit farther. And then inhale, slowly float yourself all the way up. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Take a moment, check in. And then slowly bringing yourself down onto your mat. So notice how this feels compared to when you started. Is there anything else you need to do before we go into Shavasana, into rest? If there is, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, bringing yourself into whatever position allows you to fully release, relax, and let go. Now, you can adjust your body position anytime you need. And again, think about collarbones, stay broad. Allow the breath to be effortless. Allow your mind to be still. Give yourself permission to relax. Slowly begin to deepen your inhale. Lengthen your exhale. Coming back into your body slowly. And then bring your awareness to your breath and coming into the 3-part breath. So as you inhale, expand the rib cage, the upper abdomen, and then the lower abdomen. As you exhale, reversing it. So you're drawing in the lower abs, the upper abs, the ribs. Inhale, expand downward. Exhale, compress upward. Just a couple more like this, keeping that breath nice and long so you can really feel the expansion quality, that pulling and opening downward. And then exhale, feel everything start to relax and draw in. And notice how this is moving the spine.
And then letting your breath go. Let it be effortless again. Gently wiggle fingers. Wiggle toes. Gently rock your head from side to side. And over the next few breaths, feel free to stretch your limbs about, ending up on whichever side is most comfortable for you. And over the next few breaths, slowly press yourself to whatever position's most comfortable, allowing your head to be the last thing to come up. Slowly bringing hands to Anjali Mudra. And I honor you for allowing me to guide your practice today. Om Shanti. Namaste.